Hi everyone and warm welcome to another wonderful video of the Credit Card Life. My name is Amit and with the help of this video I want to talk about a process called, now hear me out, the settlement is good for your credit card bureau. I know you have questions, I know you have a lot of doubts about it, but let me explain the process and let me even justify why I'm saying that settlement is somewhat going to make sense to you compared to not at all paying or probably paying nothing on your credit card part. Now, settlement is a period which primarily initiates or gets started after a span of 6 months. So once your first EMI goes for a toss, you got to wait 5 more months, and as the entire agencies have tried and tested, tried talking to you, but then they're not able to fetch money. Now, any bank in India, whether it's Indian or an American bank, they will only approach to you after 180 days of non-payment, and that window is known as the settlement window. Now, let's imagine a situation that you have got almost 1.5 lakhs due on your shoulders, and as of now, owing to certain situations, you are not capable enough to pay a single rupee. Now, bank has tried all the options, be it all kind of legal notification, which again is good for nothing if you have seen my previous video. But then if you really want to make some sense with so-called settlement process, there are two things you got to understand. Number one, if you want to protect your image, if you want to protect you being kind of getting defamation and stuff like that, if you want to have a crystal clear image, then in that case you should avoid people coming to your doorsteps. And that's only going to happen when you talk to them and talk about a concept called the settlement plan. Now, the misconception we have in this industry, so-called credit card industry, and probably on YouTube where everybody says once you go for a settlement, you may not be able to so-called grab a credit card, personal loan, house loan, home loan. Well, that's absolutely crap, because I'll tell you a story, I'll tell you a situation. If you know your own so-called let's say history, for example, you have been paying all your life, you have never carried a default, you have never been a defaulter, but then there comes a time wherein you have made a payment under settlement process. Now, the normal tenure of settlement process is of, let's say, 5 to 6 years if you don't pay it, and automatically after 6 years the cycle of Cibil regenerates or probably goes for a recycle. And once you apply anything, let's say credit card, home loan or whatever, after a span of 6 to 8 years, you should be able to see a kind of a fresh entry. But let's not go that far, because that is not the ultimate purpose. I do not recommend or advocate people to go for a settlement at first go. But then if you have a die-hard situation where you cannot do and you want to keep these so-called illiterate individuals away from your home, then this is what you should do. First, settle down for a proposal of a settlement which says, in spite of paying, let's say 1.5, you only pay 30k, and once you pay 30k, the bank gives you a settlement note which says that no one from the banking third party collection is going to talk to you or going to harass you or torture you, because you have already paid somewhat so-called the least amount as per the banking and your mutual understanding, right? So that goes as settlement. Now, once you get a fund, let's say you have got the settlement for 6 months, and in the 7th month you get 1.80 lakhs. But the first thing first, what you got to do is you got to pay 1.20 lakhs, which is showing as settled amount in your transaction history. And once you do that, the entire amount, the entire money will go for a toss, and you will be again, you need to wait for 3 months or 4 months max, and your account is going to be crystal clear. And I tell you, post to that, no one, I bet you, no one will stop you taking credit card, personal loan and finance, because it may show that you have paid delayed money, but you have paid. So that is where I say settlement is good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to promote or provoke all of you that, you know what, you should go for settlement. But just imagine a situation, you earn 20,000 rupees in a month, and you have to take care of your rental expenses, your bike, motorbike, fuel, your child's education and blah blah and what, so so on and so forth. Will you be able to manage? Will you be able to pay your debt? Even though you want to, you do not want to be known as a defaulter, but then there are situations, circumstances owing to medical condition and what's so on and so forth. Mark my words, nobody on planet earth, if he or she has some value, will like to go as a defaulter. So in a situation like that, If you keep paying 10k each month, your personal expenses, your kids' expenses, your household expenses, your grocery expenses, your medical condition will go worst, and you may not be able to survive, because whenever there is a crunch of money and situation, there's always a fight, there's always a chaos. And that's the reason I say, avoid these idiots from your doorsteps, go for a settlement, and the moment, mark my words, the moment get your funds, the first thing first, go to bank, take money and say, you know what, I want my clearance certificate after 15-20 days. I hope this video is going to make some sense. I hope I'm making a valuable addition to your life in terms of this particular video making process and YouTube channel. In case if you have a question, write me up. And before I say goodbye to you for this today, I won't be making any more videos today. I just want to say a very happy belated and upcoming Diwali to everyone wherever you are on planet Earth. My heart goes to all of you. Give my regards, my wishes to your mom and dad, your grandparents, your family and your kids, and I wish you all a very prosperous upcoming new year after Diwali. Take care.